conversation today. Misinterpretation of kindness. I already shared with you how someone posted online, a colleague in Lagos, and she was more like issuing some kind of warning out there. Hey, if I'm being nice or kind to you, that is because that is my character. I may be playful and always smiling. It doesn't mean that I'm interested in you or that I want to get something from you. Get used to it. People are kind. All right? I was brought up properly. So I'm just paraphrasing so that we can make way for the commercials coming right up. So that will be the conversation, the last conversation for today, okay? And then afterwards, the news. And then I'll say my goodbye. Okay, so let's go on a commercial break and I'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Government of River State presents River State Economic.
Seven on the clock, and so it's a good time to have this conversation. All right, so we're live on Facebook. Get on Facebook right now and you can be a part of the conversation. I'm asking, how can a parent balance between nurturing their child's potential and allowing them to explore their own path? So when I saw that story, I had to look for another way, another angle to it. I mean, it's the sunny side, right? Because for a very long time, we've had conversations about posting kids' pictures online and all whatnot. And so the man's statement that he did this because he wants his child to become a celebrity, it really touched me, you know? But even if it touches the police, it's not enough reason. It's not enough to actually release him. I mean, I'm a good person. This thieving where I just thief, not my first time in life. Oh my, well, sorry, darling. That will not get you to be free from the hammer of the law. It then catch you. All right. So yes, a lot of people on Nigeria, a lot of Nigerians on social media, they're not happy with the man. All right. They had a lot of things to say about him, and other parents who behave like that. Okay, so let's just read the story. I want to read it from what's it called? The Punch newspaper. Okay, so here's the story. The Edo Police Command has arrested Musa Suleiman for engaging his 3-year-old daughter, Sarah Suleiman, who is a kid model, in adult content on social media at the Auchi area of the state. Now, this was disclosed in a statement by the spokesperson for the command, Chidi Mwabuzo. This happened on Sunday. So the story has it that this man posted indecent pictures of the little girl, the minor, on her recently deactivated Instagram page, exposing sensitive parts of her body as she posed erotically. Now, some of the viral videos had generated concerns from Nigerians who called for this man's arrest because his daughter, they felt like, hey, she's not safe in this man's custody. And they feared that she might be involved in pornographic activities or sexually abused for monetary gains. All right? So that's part of the story. So, from what the Punch gathered, they said when they observed the Instagram page, of course, it's been deactivated. It contained posts that promoted nudity and immorality because she engaged in adult activities like attending clubs. Hello? Is she 3 or 30? Because something is not adding up. Anyway, 3 years old. Photo or video sessions with a bikini, seductive dance, and so many other things. All right? So, the man even talked about some Malaysian influencer. I wanted to say influencer and an adult movie actress who is known as Pui. Says that these people are mentors to his daughter, and he specified this in every post that he made on that page. Anyway. Oh my goodness me, so many things, right? But one aspect I'm looking at is the part where he was arrested, and he said something that, first of all, this is more like promoting his child's modeling career. So he said that he did this because he was not getting support from social media users towards his passion. So he now decided to promote his child's modeling career. He says there's no helper. So we're doing what we can do. Help promote a model. I want my daughter to be a celebrity, so I'm trying to help her. I mean, if it didn't work out for me, it can work out for her. So like this man, like so many other parents who try as much as possible to promote their children in one way or the other, more like push their children to achieve greater heights in life. They have dreams, they have aspirations for these kids. They are hoping that these kids would become prosperous in life. So they send their kids to school. I mean, some people even go as far as taking loans just to send their kids to the best kind of schools, right? Because, there's something they're trying to ensure it comes out, and by the time the child grows up, it becomes a big thing. Some parents engage their kids in extracurricular activities that even the kids are not interested in. But, mommy or daddy is interested in it. They feel this will make you shine, to bring out the best in you. I mean, all of these are geared towards preparing this child for a good future. But then, just like in the case of this man, how do we now strike a balance between nurturing a child's potential and allowing them, and how do you even allow them? Because if the girl is, she's a minor, right? It's even almost hard to bring her up like this. She's a minor. So let's say she was even up to 13 years old. And she decides that, you know what, I'm a model, or I want to be a model, and I would rather do the bikini model thingy. I want to model swimsuits. Are you going to allow this child? Because, she's really good at it. She's beautiful. She knows how to strut her stuff. There's no stuff, actually. Anyway, she knows how to do the walk, the catwalking, the everything. How do you strike a balance between nurturing What does it even mean to nurture a child's potential? Do parents really know what it means to nurture? Does nurture mean do it the way I think is best for her? Whether it's harmful or not, tomorrow she will understand. How do we strike that balance? All right, I would like you to talk to us about that. And then the second one, this glorification of fame and celebrity culture. I want us to also talk about how it is influencing parenting decisions these days. I mean, there are so many parents, I inclusive, who do not put pictures of their kids online. There are also so many parents who are mindful of the kind of content they put out there of themselves. Because tomorrow it may come biting the kids. They would be the one who wants to bear the brunt. I remember recently, it was Tubaba's daughter, one of the daughters. Okay. The eldest, I guess. Who came online to say, oh, she doesn't like the way her parents are being portrayed online. It's hurtful. It's all the blah, blah, blah. Now, she's not the one who's being portrayed, but the mom at some point was all over the news for, the wrong reasons. And the father, oh my goodness, we know the story. So let's talk. It's time for you to get involved, right? Get on Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. And then here, you can call in now, 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. And 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0007. Please, I'm pretty sure you heard the questions, all right, so that we will not focus on talking about this man. This story is an example, okay? Let's have a broader conversation, please. Hello, Clement from NTA Road. Welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, Madam.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Go on.
Okay, so we live in a society where a lot of things are influencing us as a result of God-bless social media. I've said it countless times. The way a policeman have a gun with him, and what the policeman does with the gun is how everybody does with their smartphone in their hand. What you consume have a long way of shaping the way we think now as we speak. But you will not blame us because this thing has been given to us even without any forewarning. That thing, we embrace it, and the next thing we are running, we hit the ground and we are running with it. Now, this particular father must have been influenced, of course, by the social media and what we see and what the society has come to embrace. I don't know if you know the lady that sweat on social media who got married to an American. I think they are separated. Now, let me not call her name. Recently, the father went to court and asked the court should prevent their mother, who is a Nigerian, from using her children to be twerking on the video. Like when this lady is twerking, the children are around. She uses them to create content, and they are minors, of course. And twerking is not raising hands up and speaking in tongues and praising God. You know what twerking does, and she's very good at it. Now, trust what Nigerians did to this American. They went all out to condemn him, this, that your mother is using.
Okay, we know this story, Clement. We know this story. I would like you to react. Yeah, give us a direct reaction to or response to the questions I asked of this particular conversation.
We cannot conclude this story without involving strong, let me repeat that again, strong control of social media in Nigeria. I don't know how the government ought to do it. The EU have done it. The Americans, they are struggling with it. In fact, TikTok is currently being debated to be banned. And there is nothing wrong if Nigerian government
Hello, Muriel from Okrika. Welcome.
Thank you, Constance. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go on.
See, Constance, when we have children, the first thing that comes to the mind or heart of every parent, you want your child to be the best.
Mm-hmm.
You want your child to be the president of the nation. You want your child to be a superstar. But Constance, trust me, there is a difference between wanting your child to excel and using the child as a tool to excel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, some parents are using their children as a tool to make up, to fill up all the blank spaces they weren't able to fill when they were young, because you were not successful, you didn't make it. Now, God has blessed you. You're a beautiful child. You see, they rush to Facebook, they open a Facebook page, they snap pictures, they do so many things, and they get this little stipend from it, and they are using this money for themselves. You see, that means you're using that child as a tool to excel, not that you want that child to excel. And let's look at this moment. That it's Constance is trying to create a child monster. That's what it's trying to create. And I thank God they are presented in this Constance. If he wanted to be his child to be a star, it is not even too late for him. Why does he not? Why can't he wear pants, and black? To have all those swimsuits himself, and take pictures of himself and put it on there. People will watch, people will listen. That way nobody will question him because he's an adult. But he wants to use it as a tool, open a porn site for her. Trust me, it is so sad, Constance, that site will sell. So many persons will go and patronize that site. They will watch a little child, especially men. It's not something to say. They will watch, they will enjoy, they will keep watching, keep asking for more. That little baby. That is to say that even that people molest, not to talk of, they will be so excited. Those things that have the mind to molest little children, babies, they will be so excited to watch that. They will patronize that side. So he's using his child as a tool to excel.
All right.
He wants his child to excel.
Thank you, Muriel. Hello, Mr. Zion from GRA. Go on, please.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
This act is not different from the mothers that have been fixing eyelashes on their 1-year, 2-year-old baby's eye. Even piercing their nostrils, giving them double piercing on their ears and so on. It's not different from it. So if you can condemn this particular guy's action, we should also condemn the action of those mothers who have trained their children. We should also report their social media handles for their accounts to be deactivated. I believe that in this age, especially in this part of the world, the number one problem we have is poverty and illiteracy. Constance, for the benefit of this discourse, I will tell you this. We go to clubs sometimes, and we see these teenage girls there. And when I engage them, sometimes I cry. I shed tears. Look, they are going to feed their parents at home. To feed their parents at home. Make my mama and my younger ones at least make them shop. Is that why you are here? At this hour? I'm talking about teenage. Look at the life of these parents. Let's be honest, most of them are our mates, our age grades. What do they do with their lives? Those were children who never listened to their parents, and let us tell ourselves the truth. Do you know that we look at what we call age appropriate? The definition age appropriate limits you to know that this is a child. This thing should not be done at this age. If you want your child to be a model, don't give them the clothes or the material. Just be teaching them the catwalking. For now, catwalking, learn that one. Don't talk about wear the clothes. Don't walk here. Just catwalk. That is age appropriate. They can do that. But when you now go further to start introducing the paraphernalias for them, the costume for them, that is inappropriate. And most of the problem we suffer in this present age, a lot of us don't have a childhood. Introducing that thing to that child, you are just taking away their childhood. And today is so boring for many children to be children. Look at the assignments. They come back from school, they eat, they sleep, they do assignments. That is all. And we parents, we don't know that we are frustrating these kids. Now the children don't want to be children anymore. I want to grow so that I can enjoy what adults are enjoying. Can we bring back the childhood nature to these children? Most of us that are elders today, we call ourselves senior people or parents. We don't have a childhood. You must go back and revisit that period of being a child. I will keep this particular item for your next discourse for us to discuss about it. Childhood, Mr. Zion.
Right. Thank you very much for calling, Mr. Zion. You know, when Muriel was talking, she said something about using the child as a tool for success or something. Can't remember the exact words, but the part where she said some parents we use their children, all right, and not necessarily to help the child. And you know, one of the things that actually came to my mind, I was almost going to interject and ask, okay, what is really wrong with that? We're letting the world know that, yeah, this one came through me. Because, yeah, you know, because even the parents who send their kids to the best of schools, I mean, go and find out really. Most times these things happen not because they too were sent to the best of schools. They do that because they were not sent to the best of schools. So I want to use my child to show what I would have wanted my own life to be. Is anything wrong with that? But how do we strike a balance? Remember, we're having a broader conversation. I mean, there are so many angles to this particular story, right? How do we strike a balance between nurturing a child's potential and then allowing this child to explore his or her own path? Reminds me of the man on Nakoya Tunde. Yeah, the chess guy, chess master, Guinness World Record holder. How he talked about, it was actually his father who talked about how he would, send him to school and he's playing chess. And he didn't like it. Why? Because he did not go to school. He didn't have the opportunity. And here I am, working tirelessly. Whether he was a conductor or a driver, I can't even remember. Doing all he could to raise money to ensure that this boy goes to school. And so, yeah, the boy decided to, follow his own path while still going to school. So he still did the going to school path. But talking about that's going to school path. That was his father trying to ensure that this child got what he as a father did not get. Because he wanted him to have a successful life. He wanted him to be prosperous. He wanted him to excel in life. If I couldn't do it, then let me use my son to show that, yes, I still can shine. So this man, who is our case study today, he says, there's no helper. I've done other things. I think he said something about having done comedy or something, and he didn't really get support. He said, we cannot do comedy because one Nigeria. We cannot do comedy because no helper. This is what we can do. Help promote a model. So yes, for him, I failed. It did not work for me. My life is the way it is today. But now I have a child who looks like she can make it. So how about we push her, we promote her, let the world see her. But yes, of course, the man went extreme, right? He missed out on what exactly it was or it meant to nurture the protection that was supposed to come. Perhaps he didn't even understand it. So exploitation became the trap there. He fell into exploitation. So he wanted his child to excel because he did not excel. He saw a potential in his child and he had a dream. Perhaps he wanted to be a celebrity himself, but it didn't work out. So how about we help my child? Push her. Reminds me of one Michael Jackson, the king of pop, right? Remember his story about how he was pushed and he kind of like didn't have a childhood, rehearsing and practicing, and became the man he became at some point in his life. Yeah, it affected him in so many other ways, but did the parents achieve the success they looked out for in their child? Yes, they did. And so the other part of my question, I'm asking you to tell me, it has to do with parenting and parenting decisions these days, with the glorification of fame and celebrity culture that we have these days and how it is influencing parenting decisions. So if I'm very sure that there are parents who must have enrolled their kids to start playing chess because today is a big name now. Not because their child is interested. They'll say, you know maths now. Oh yeah, let's go and register you. Today is a celebrity today. It could be you tomorrow. Maybe Jide can be the big one tomorrow. They'll start hailing the child, chef master, chess master. And the child is struggling. Or maybe the child is doing well. We have parents who have pushed their kids into football today, not because the child really wants to. No, but because they want to shine. If my child is shining, then I'm shining. They want the child to become a celebrity. Today we're celebrating the Messis, the Mbappes, the Victor Osimhens, the Cristiano Ronaldo, and the rest of them. So tomorrow it could be my child. It could be Priye. You know, we'll be hailing him on TV while he's playing for which club now? If I mention one club, people will say, hey, no. Could be for any club. But they want their child to become a celebrity as well. And it's influencing their parenting decisions. So I would like us to talk about that as well, right? Someone here says, remember I'm taking messages, all right? So you can as well send them via WhatsApp 0809-030-6416. Okay. So good afternoon, Constance. In my own contribution, I'll start by letting you know that the rate decadence among young parents of our dispensation, the rate of decadence among young parents of our dispensation is alarming. Some parents don't teach their children core moral values. They don't teach them to greet their elders. They buy self-revealing clothes for their minors. All these are negative seeds planted by some parents that will affect their children's lifestyle and behavior. Lastly, recently a lady was celebrating her boy child on social media with hairs plaited, and that's why today you can see the rate of cross-gender and the likes. What's your name? Please. Okay, you say may God deliver us. Peter Bright Chiemena from Omuma. That's your message. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting to take any calls right now. Okay, Victor, please, very quickly, go on.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want to observe something here. I come down to observe some superstars if I will have to call them superstars, that is celebrities, most of them, what did you call it? They are that potential drive. I said something one time like that, yeah, that if you see somebody that is doing something for money, that's not his potential. Most times, you see people that, I from my experience as a driver and also as a mechanic, I noticed that people who knows the job very well, they hardly start from asking for money or they're bargaining for money. You see them, they derive joy in doing that thing.
Stay on track with Nigeria Info.
And PFN, the Stone Bishops.
Talking about Mourinho and AS Roma, follow the Bala joined forces with Mourinho.
And then so the aviation workers also want to